The superstars of tomorrow are born at the Primerica Convention. Every year, right? You'll hear the stories. All of a sudden, I heard this in convention, I heard that at convention. And all of a sudden, right, these people who are sitting there who maybe are just as scared as you are, right, have just the same doubts that you have, hear something, and something snaps in them, and all of a sudden, they become the person that delivers for their family more than anybody ever has in the history, of their family. And so listen, I'll tell you our story. In 2001, Dan and I are nobody. We had been double-digit recruiting. Okay, we had made a decision, going to double-digit recruit. We were doing that for about a year. We had about 15 people show up to the convention with us. We are in the nosebleed section. Like, it's so bad that you almost don't want to stand up. Because, you feel like you're going to, fall over, right? We're up in the middle of nowhere. And all of a sudden, it was the end of the convention. And the entire convention had been awesome. Of course, we had 7 people in our hotel room, right? It's always fun, right? It's always exciting, right? So the very end of the convention, they come out and they announce, now they always have these big announcements. This particular one, they announced a Hawaii trip. Something happens at the convention. They get off stage, and Dan and I are almost don't even want to look at each other, right? They end the convention. They've got the confetti coming down. There's something magical in the confetti, okay? I don't know what it is, but you're there and you're just I want to win, right? And I turn to Dan and I say, we're taking my mother to Hawaii. And he goes, what? And I'm like, we're taking my mother to Hawaii. He's like, okay, I'm in. My mother had never been outside New England. The only place she ever talked about was Hawaii. And I don't know what it was, but I'm like, we're winning. We went home from that convention, and we worked harder than we've ever worked. We both, in the field, whatever it took. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh my gosh, the standings are up, right? Dan's like, where is it? And we're going down the list, right? And it was 1 through 10 when we knew we weren't there, right? 10 through 50, no chance in heck, right? Okay, 50 through whatever, right? Now we're in the hundreds. Now we're at 125. Now we're at 172, right? And we're both I'm about to cry, right? We get back down 185, okay? But at number 198, we're Dan and KDeFeo. And I'm telling you something. It was the greatest moment of our lives. We started screaming and we're jumping up and down. We fell out of the seat. We're both crying, He's like, get your stuff. We're going to tell your mom, We went and got to the thing. We told my mom, you're coming to Hawaii. My dad, too, of course, love him, but it was her dream, right? And I'm like, you guys are coming to Hawaii. So we take her to Hawaii, okay? I'm almost done. And we're sitting in Hawaii. And we are sitting in the most beautiful restaurant you can imagine that is at the Grand Wailea, floating on the ocean. And the colors are purple and aqua, it's crazy, and magenta, And nothing I'd ever seen. And my mother turned to us and she said, thank you. I didn't know places like this existed. And in that moment, the insanity of the convention was worth it. The dark houses, the doubts, are we good enough? Who are we kidding? All of those moments are worth it.